Welcome to the QBSalesData QuickBooks Link for Act video library. This video will cover how to use the QB Transactions tab and the QB Items tab within Act. Let's start by looking at the QB Transactions tab. The first thing I want to point out is all the transactions here came across by using our QB Transactions Sync function. So the transactions actually exist within the Act database. Any Act user that is running QBSalesData can then double-click on any of these transactions to see the line items. And that goes for even people that don't have QuickBooks on their computer. Right? So they can go ahead and double-click on any of the transactions in Act to see the line item detail. Now let's take it a step further and show you what you can do to adjust your information within the QB Transactions tab. The first thing I want to show you is the filters. So you can actually filter what types of transactions appear on your tab. In this case, all are selected, but if I wanted to, I could uncheck the select all and only choose invoices. And that will filter my information so that I only see invoices. Also note that the adjustments that you make are at the workstation level. So each person can make their own adjustments to the way they want to see the information. So we're only seeing invoices. Let me go back to the show and switch back to select all so I see all the transactions. The other thing we can do is filter by a date range. In the filter by window, we can select common options for date ranges. In this case, let me select this year. And notice that it will only show me transactions from 2010 and beyond. I can then switch back to all, and we'll see here we have a couple of transactions actually back in 2009. Right? So the filter by will let you quickly filter by date range. We also have the ability to sort by information, just like Excel, so I could actually click on a column header and sort by any of these columns. If I click once, you'll see the triangle tells me if it's ascending or descending. It'll default to ascending. I click again, and it'll sort in descending order. We can also adjust what columns appear. If I right-click on any of the columns, I can choose the Column Chooser option, and that will bring up this customization window. This is showing me the columns that are not currently in my view. I can simply click on a column and drag it to the spot I want it to appear, and it will show up in the view. I can also drag the column back into the customization window to remove it from the view. So once again, that was right-clicking on any column and selecting the Column Chooser option. I can also take any column, click on it, and drag it straight up, and you'll see an X appear. When I let go, it'll actually remove it from the view as well. I also have the ability to resize columns, just like in Excel, and I can right-click on a column and choose Best Fit as well. Another thing I want to show you that can be very powerful is our grouping feature. So right now we have all of our transactions sorted by transactions type. So that's good, but even better would be to group by those transaction types. And notice here we have a drag a column header here to group by that column. I can simply grab the type column and drop it here, and it will actually group my information by the type of transaction. Then I can simply click on the plus sign on each group to see those items. So here are all my invoices, here are all of my payments, estimates, and so on. And you can even sort by information within those groups. The final thing I want to show you on the QB Transactions tab is the Goto button. So if you have QuickBooks installed on your computer, you can utilize the Goto button. The way this works is you can select any transaction within your QB Transactions tab, and when you click on Goto, it will actually pull up QuickBooks and take you to that specific transaction, which could be real nice if you want to see the full detail on that particular transaction. So once again, select any transaction in the list and click on Goto, and it will take you to that transaction. The final thing I want to point out is the QB Items tab. Many of our users are salespeople, and they wanted to see the QuickBooks items or the products that the customer was purchasing without having to double click on each transaction. And that's what the QB Items tab is all about. This shows you all of the items or products that the customer has purchased, and you can sort that a variety of ways. But the most ideal way to look at this information is actually to take the item number and drag it up to the grouping section and group that item, and now we can see all the products that they purchase by QuickBooks item number, and you can actually expand that if you want to as well, so you can see when they purchase those items. So lots of flexibility, and once again, the information on the QB Transactions tab and the QB Items tab is in the ACT database, so you don't need to have QuickBooks on your computer. They just need a license of QBSalesData in order to see it. We hope you found this video informative, and we appreciate you taking the time to watch it. Feel free to watch any of the other videos on our video library. Thank you.